I grew up in kind of Cheltenham and Mentone, and I'm the middle child of two sisters. I've got an older sister and a younger sister, and it was, it was nice. It was, I think it was pretty typical suburban Melbourne upbringing. So Cheltenham and Mentone in the 80s and 90s, very white, very kind of middle class, very kind of beige and vanilla.
Yeah.
But safe.
Yeah.
And things were close. There was the shops.
No.
Going down the shops. Went down the shops a lot.
It was like an outing to go to the milk bar. Did you like riding your bike around to the milk bar? You'd go like 64 times a day?
Yeah, I used to go on I used to ride my skateboard, and I had a little Jack Russell called Ralph that was named after the piano playing dog from the Muppets. And he would pull me on my skateboard. So that's really how I got around, like just on a sled basically.
This tiny little dog pulling you, heaving you on the back of the skateboard.
Yeah, he loved it. He would just go, and he was my chariot. So yeah, it was nice. My parents are both high school teachers. They're retired now, and they were really are really into the humanities and art and literature and history and politics. And so we were introduced to music and dance from a really early age. Like I did ballet when I was 5 for 2 years until I just couldn't handle the shame of it.
It's funny, isn't it? My partner did gymnastics.
Oh, gymnastics is awesome. I wish I'd done gymnastics.
But as for young guys to do it, you get to an age where you go, oh, okay, because it's a girl thing to do, gymnastics or ballet. So when you start off, it's like awesome. But then he was the same. He got to an age where he's like, oh, wearing these leotards, my mates aren't into this now, so I've got to pull back on doing it.
I know, and nowadays you could just be able to transition from gymnastics to breakdancing and you'd be the coolest dude in the world.
Yeah, you're so right.
That strength is amazing. But yeah, I did ballet and music lessons. I learned piano for a couple of years, but I quit all those things kind of at the age of 7, I think.
How come?
My piano teacher finally worked out that I couldn't sight read music.
Right.
And because what would happen is I'd get a new piano piece and she would play it for me, and I got really good ears, so I would hear it once and be able to play it.
Right.
And I just sort of look at the music and go, hey. But she kind of got wise to that, and then stopped playing new piano pieces for me. And it was it just became a slog. And I also didn't want to play classical music. I wanted to play contemporary music and jazz and pop and stuff. And my parents were like, no, you need to have a classical foundation. So I quit. But I still sang a lot. I sang in choirs and things like that. But I came back to piano of my own accord when I was 14. I learned, because it was the 90s, and I wanted to learn guitar because, Guns N' Roses and Nirvana and Metallica and all that sort of stuff. So I started learning guitar, and I just took what I was learning on the guitar, knowledge of chords and things like that, back to the piano, and I just taught myself. And that was sort of from 14 till, pretty much today. Playing piano was sort of my TV. I'd come home from school and I'd just play.
Wow. Oh my God, your parents must have been so wrapped with that. Because my tally literally was tally. Like, I would come home, watch Round the Twist, Vidiette, all of those kind of shows. I was like, my mum would be, go play the piano, and I'd be like, after this.
But then, I would have been really quite shit when I was first playing the same things over and over again, quite simplistically. But there was just a kind of an unspoken rule in our house that if someone was practicing an instrument, they were never, or singing, you were never told to be quiet. It was never considered noise. You were allowed to do it.